Hey, how you doing? My name is Kerry. I'm one of the co-founders of a ministry called Breathing Life International. And I'm here today to tell you a little bit about one of our ministries called Name2AFace. We've all seen the homeless in our communities, the people that society calls the forgotten ones, or that the Bible calls those in need, or the less fortunate. But not many people take the time to get to know them or hear their names or their stories. So Name2AFace is about going out on the streets and meeting people where they're at. The main premise is to localize and personalize their stories to bring awareness to homelessness in our respective communities. But it's more than just giving money or food and different things like that. It's actually about getting to know them, learning their name, and hearing their stories. And one of the ways we do that is with a gear bag, and it's the Name2AFace gear bag, and inside this gear bag is some things that will hopefully help them with their immediate needs on the streets. It's not to enable them to stay on the streets, it's to provide just something for their comfort while they're on the streets. The ultimate goal for any homeless ministry is to help people if they want it to get off the streets, but some of them don't want to get off the streets. So what we do is we go out. In fact, today I was out. It was 100 degrees this morning, and I was out, and I met a guy at a Circle K. He was just sitting there, and in fact, he was sitting in a pile of ants. And I just started talking to him, and I learned his story after about 5 minutes. He's just recently out of prison. He's been out of prison for 3 weeks. And they brought him up from Florence and dropped him off in Mesa, and he's been here ever since, and he hates it. He wants to get off the streets. But on top of that, what I encountered with this man is that he's SMI, or severely mentally ill. He's been diagnosed that way in prison. And so I was just able to chat with him for a few minutes and provide him one of these gear bags. Now, we give these gear bags out, no strings attached. In other words, what I mean by that is it's not contingent upon me sharing the gospel or me being allowed to share their story. We really just want to bless people on the street, and that's what it's all about. So what I'm asking you here today is I'm asking you for your donation. A donation of $35 puts this bag and its contents in the hands of someone in genuine need. On the inside of this bag is food, hygiene products. We have socks, a tarp, the emergency blanket, and we also have a resource list so that people, if they want to get off the streets, they know where to go. We're also developing an app through Breathing Life International. We're going to have directories on there to help people find resources in their community. So if you would love to be part of this, or you'd like to be part of this, or even start it in your own community, please give us shoot me an email, Carrie@breathinglifeinternational.com. Also, please check out our website, breathinglifeinternational.com. Go to the ministries pull down, check out Name2AFace. Eventually, Name2AFace, it's going to be its own website entity, and we hope to start, Name2AFace, the program in different communities around the United States for people with a heart for the homeless. I've developed some training. It's because people just don't get up one morning and say, hey, I want to go out and minister to the homeless. There's a fear factor involved in it. You're approaching someone you don't know. I come from a law enforcement background, so I don't have a hard time approaching people. But, all that said, my interaction with the homeless was a lot of times violent, and I had to move them along, and I've just had some weird encounters. So for me, this has been a huge stretch as well. So I can only imagine what it would be like for people that have never done this type of ministry before. So what I've developed is some training, and come back to the website. One of these days, very soon, I'm going to have this ministry on video and in written form and a PowerPoint form, so you can go through it, really understand the heart behind it. And I really want to drive home that there's no strings attached. So many ministries, I believe, are contingent upon, hey, we just want to hammer you with the gospel. And don't get me wrong, I believe faith-based organizations, that's part of their responsibility. But other than that, It really is just to go out and love on people where they are. I've had the opportunity to bless people with these bags. They've looked at the contents and man, they said we hit a home run with it, and it's just so cool to be able to do that. So if you'd like to be part of it, if you'd like to donate, even a one-time gift of $35 puts this bag in the hands of someone that is in genuine need. And you know, we stress genuine need. How is genuine need determined? Well, it's determined by that connection, actually going out and meeting people on the street and finding out their needs. And as I've asked that question, you know, over the last few months, I get all kinds of answers. Some people say money. One guy said women, you know, go figure. And, you know, but another young lady said just human dignity. She just wants to be treated like a person. And her story is on our website. So if you want to see the stories, please go to go to the website and read the stories. You know, like and share them if you want. And again, it's all about bringing homelessness. This started in Mesa. You know, I would love to be able to take this to Phoenix and other surrounding valley communities and eventually nationwide. And it's just people going out, meeting people, loving on them where they're at. You know, no strings attached. You know, not that they have to come to a church or they have to get involved in a program or be involved in rehab or anything like that at all. It's going out, learning their names, and sharing their stories. Thank you so much for your time.